You are an embodied reflection of Source. You are thus infinitely empowered, abundant, and a co-creator with your context always. You are an alchemist. Divination works because the web of life is intelligently organized with coordinated and storied agency. Let's take a look at the stories playing out now. Hi everyone. So pardon this reclined posture I'm in right now. I'm actually in the midst of doing the September Alchemy Scopes, and I'm quite fatigued, and I need to record this intro for you. So I thought, well, I might as well just do it right now. So hopefully you'll be okay with me reclining and speaking to you. Listen, there's a lot going on. As if you've been following me, you know, it's all coming. Everybody's talking about it now too. So people are clued in, you're feeling it, right? And a lot of my clients are diving. So through the narratives, their wound stories that they hold, that's part of their encoded soul print, their narrative here to mature, grow, expand, and move through in this life. But actually, you doing it is actually for the collective, right? So when we heal the whole inherently, instantaneously. That's just how it works. But a lot of people are now diving, so they're confronting. They've healed. They've done a lot of healing, and they're now diving into their bigger story. And it's the beginning. It really is like, walking on new legs for a lot of us, right? So there's a lot going on. And the reason why I wanted to say that is because, listen, for this month, many of the signs, spreads that came up are talking about further discernment that's going on. So for a lot of people out there, a lot of demographics, because again, we're tuning into the demographics, right, of these different signs, which have different energy sets, different broad storylines that they're evolving, maturing, walking, right? The deal is that this month, spread after spread, was revealing that indeed this month of September, and again, we're in eclipse season. So for those of you who follow any astrology whatsoever, you know that we're in eclipse season now, and September is imbued with the eclipse energy, which is powerful, it's potent, it's change making, it's new potential being activated, right? Now, many of the sign spreads this month did in fact come up that were, there's stuff coming up, but it's different. It's different than in previous months because it's like there's a new layer of the veil being removed. There's new crumbling happening. There's a new level of illusion of our life, of our beliefs around our life that's melting away, that's dissolving, that's cracking, that's breaking. It's being disrupted. And that disruption is creating clarity. That's what it's all for. So anything that is not held in integrity, it's a bit like the Tower card in the tarot, but I'm not saying that everybody's going to be living through the Tower. In fact, a lot of people are going to be living in a new state of empowerment and self-love and self-respect and self-dignity and resolution to walk your path. So this is not a negative month, but for those of you out there that are maybe just starting your spiritual journey and have not been walking the path for many years, you're going to have some crumbling going on. For those of you that have been walking the path and that are familiar with what's going on and you've been really feeling into the transmutation of your soul, of yourself, the frequency shift that's been activated going on for you for years now, this is just going to be another level of your clarity, of your alignment. So there's big alignment this month, everybody, okay? So breathe, connect with nature, connect with your body, turn off technology, love yourself radically. Reach out to me. If you are ready to become clear on your soul print, reach out to me. I will tell you that I am very excited because I am going to be launching a course, Learn Your Soul Print course, that's going to be very affordable. I've been really called to make this thing very participatory, so people are very key to the identification of their own soul print narratives. But I'm going to walk you through it in video, in a video course format, and then there's going to be live sessions available for you. So I'm thrilled. Look, in fact, what I would say to you is, if you're interested in this right now, number one, you want to subscribe to the channel. Number two, subscribe to my free e-newsletter on my website as well, because I'm going to send out an announcement when it launches there. And my website is thealchemyofholism.com. Okay, so let's move on to the reading. Let's move on to the Alchemy Scope, the multi-point Alchemy Scope this month, and we'll see what's coming up. Okay, talk to you soon. Everyone, this is a powerful month ahead for several reasons. One is, let's take a look at the new moon cycle. So as I always do, the Alchemy Scopes are always working with nature's cycles, and I'm always tapping into the narrative, the symbology. What is the storyline that is imbuing the underpinning energies of this month ahead? Now, our new moon in Virgo this month is happening actually on the first day of the month. So September 1st, 2016, at 9 degrees, 21 minutes Virgo is our new moon. Now, new moons are always powerful because it's a seeding time. It's a time to plant seeds for what you want to make manifest. This particular new moon is also a solar eclipse, so it's extra potent. It's very powerful, and it will eclipse things out of your life. So as you plant new seeds for yourself, the things that are not serving those new seeds to come will be eclipsed out. So let's take a look at the symbology. Very, very powerful, everybody. At this 9 degree, 21 minute point, the Sabian symbol is two heads looking out and beyond the shadows. Now, Dane Rudyard writes this about this particular symbol. He says, the growth of true understanding, born out of the transcendence of duality, even while immersed in the world of duality. And we can feel into that very easily. So if you imagine two heads looking out and beyond the shadows, this is clarity. This is the ability to see. It's ability to see here and there, both. So this month, as Mercury goes retrograde, the entirety essentially of this month, or the majority of September, here we are met and supported with this symbol. Indeed, this is a month of clarity, of deep clarity, of seeing the spiritual realities despite our context. So even though we're dealing with the minutia of daily life and this physical reality that we're all trudging through, there is a clarity at hand. You're able to see clearly your own life, the patterns deeper under the layers of your own life, and that of the outside world, quote unquote, outside world. Okay, so very powerful month. And again, Mercury is retrograde. So that again speaks to the mind now is going through a process of inner reflection. And indeed, it's about recalibration. So this month, for all of us, this is a storyline about recalibrating our mind's stories. Gemini, welcome to your spread and your channeled art. So I'm using here a Buddha board, using water to brush imagery onto this particular substrate. It dries out and then you can reapply or create new imagery. Before I turned on the camera for you, I tuned into the board and the initial form came, and then I turned the camera on and then I just let it go. I just go with the flow of whatever wants to come subsequently. So you can see that there's the squiggle, there's the dot underneath, there's two formations here that are now becoming curves, and there's the box, half filled, partially filled underneath that. And then up here, an arc. So this is form, this is symbol. So we'll come back to this. Let's tune in now to your spread. Let's see what's coming up for you. I've already shuffled and cut the spread, set it aside for the art. So precious came up in the spiritual sector, family at the foundation, opportunity in the emotional, remember in the mental, and knowledge. So there's some new knowledge coming to the fore. The knowledge is the main issue for you this month. Emotionally, opportunity, rest, trust, and community. And then another piece of information up in the mental sector, transformation. So there's remembrances of transformation with regards to family. So let's talk about this. So in the middle of the spread is knowledge. There's some new information, some new piece of knowledge that you're gleaning this month. And it has to do with a family member, somebody within your family, or your family as a whole. So there's some new piece of information that is evoking memories of the past, and it has to do with transformation. It has to do with shifts and changes with this family member. In the spiritual sector, though, I mean, it's interesting because there's a combination of energies here. Spiritually, what's activated for you is something about specialness. This is the precious card. So there's something rich, precious, invaluable. There's an invaluableness to the family member. The piece of information that's coming forward is either an invaluable piece of information or it's about the invaluable nature of the family member, him or herself. Emotionally, let's look there because there's information coming up here as well. Emotionally, the topic is about an opportunity where the trust in the community has been put aside or put on hold. So there's an opportunity that's maybe been put on hold, and it has to do with trusting the group, trusting the tribe, trusting the friends. The community group there could be a network, either an online network or a tribe of friends, you know. It could also be a group at work as well. But there's some opportunity, some precious opportunity that you're putting on hold, and it's somehow linked, Gemini, to some past transformation of a family member. It's interesting. I mean, let's look at the art because I don't really know what this is saying for you. You're going to know. I mean, for the Geminis that are tuning into this, that are tapping into there's some new information that is coming to the fore, period. And it has to do with a family member, period. It has to do with either a precious opportunity or the preciousness of the family member. And it has to do with, specifically, it has to do with there's memories of this family member, maybe you were transformed by this family member in the past. It could be that. And that maybe you're feeling that an opportunity to trust in that group or that clan or that family member's tribe, you've put on hold, or you're choosing to put on hold over the course of this month for whatever reason that is. And we're going to glean more because there's the I Ching and the Dakini to pull up here. So let's take a look at your art. There's a box. Okay, let's start with the box because the box is contained. And the box had essentially darkness filling it halfway. So there's a half full box, large box, a container that is underneath this kind of squiggle of movement, this more organic flow. And again, I want to point this out. There's been many spreads that have come up this year, many artistic channelings this month that have to do with the number 3. Your squiggles turned out to be 3 squiggles. That is creativity. It's also community. And you received the community card. So there is definitively something with a family member that's connected to a tribe or connected to a group. Again, it's like a family, but it's not blood family. This is like some other group that's connected to your sibling, your parent, your child. and maybe a distant relative as well. But then there's this arc. So you have these 3 squiggles, which is like creative flow, and there's 3 of them. So there's some creativity, there's some perhaps a creative opportunity that is happening above the box. And the box could be your contained emotions. So again, emotionally, you're putting at rest the trust for this tribe or this community. So you're holding off on taking advantage of some opportunity. That's the box, that's the holding. But there is some opportunity with some community that is linked to a family member that's outside of your box. It's almost like you have to think outside the box and you have to transform. You know what the other thing I get for you, Gemini, is that you are, because the memories transformation cards are in the mental sector. This month for you could easily be referring to, there is a transformation of your memories, of your identifications with a family member or with your family. So it's almost like you're recategorizing how you've been thinking about your family. That's actually what I'm starting to get for you. So memories are being transformed. You're seeing perhaps more clearly. And of course, the transformation card is the image there is of a phoenix. The phoenix burns to ash and then is reborn out of the ash. There is a transmutation occurring within your memories of your family, within your mind's eye. Your perspective is clearing. There are opportunities for you that are outside of the container, your boxed containment of self. And there's an arch at the top of that artwork. So over the 3 squiggles, there's kind of this artwork or this archway, an archway, like a bridge that wanted to form. There is a sense of preciousness. And you know what I want to say too, Gemini, is that the preciousness that's coming up for you on a spiritual level, I want to say that a lot of you are actually going to be tapping into the preciousness or the transient nature of the people in your life, and maybe those in your family. It's like you're tapping into the meaning of people that you've had in your life that are part of your family. You're tapping into the transient nature of life itself, and thus it's feeling more precious. That's what's happening here. You're changing your attitudes about family. Very interesting this. Okay, so Gemini, let's take a look at what came up for, yeah, this is very good. So if we take a look at your I Ching, this is the underpinning microcycle for the Gemini demographic. What is the energetic storyline? What's the narrative of unfolding that's underpinning your event? So your event this month is knowledge coming to the fore. Your event this month has to do with a transmutation of memory with regards to family and an evocation of a feeling of preciousness with regards to opportunities maybe that have passed you by or that you want to re-engage with. But look at this. The I Ching hexagrams that came up for you were number 11, harmony. That came up with changing lines, which became number 36, darkening of the light. This has to do with a harmony being created, a peace being created, perhaps from a period of darkening of the light. I don't necessarily see that this is going from harmony to darkening. I actually see the opposite. I see that harmony, especially because we've looked at the spread here. So for a lot of Geminis, there's a harmony, a peace, a heaven merging with earth that's actually coming about from a period where things have been dark, things have been depressed, things have not been flowing. Then if we take a look at your Dakini, so who are you to become this month? You are to become number 24, Qi. And Qi literally is the Chinese word for energy. You are to become energetic, imbibed with your vitality, your maybe original passions, your original ideas about things. And again, you have that transmutation of your thought process going on. Now, I will tell you that very importantly, Gemini, you are ruled by Mercury. Mercury is retrograde this month, and we have, the stellium that was activated in Virgo is also ruled by Mercury. So there's this massive mercurial storyline, and you are being definitively impacted by that because the spread is simply speaking to that. There is a transmutation of your thoughts about the past happening. This is very, very good. And for you to evoke number 24 chi is actually quite beautiful too, because if we look at the numerology, 2 is relationship, 4 is stability, 2 and 4 together is 6. 6 is family. 6 is stability. 6 is also the white brotherhood and guidance, you know, but it is security, it is family, it is home. So it's very interesting this for you. There's a new energy. Become a new energy. Be a new energy. Evoke a new energy from within you with regards to the situation with a family member or with family in general that's coming up. It is here to be transmutated this month. Very good. I'm wishing you a really, really empowering month ahead, Gemini. Hey everyone. So before I sign off for this month, I wanted to alert all of you that haven't seen my previous advertisement video that I have some offerings on the table, some tools to help clarify what's happening for you, for your soul journey over the course of this very dynamic period. So for the fall 2016, there's an offering for me to provide you a video tapping into your particular soul journey and what's unfolding for you. And there's also, I'm putting on the table now, way in advance of 2017, but for those interested in tapping into their 2017 cycle, that is also on the table now. And I will tell you that what I didn't put in the other video is right now it's at a discounted rate because it's before 2017. But once 2017 hits, or maybe even at the end of December, I don't know when I'll do it, but the price will go up. But you have many months. But I will say, for anybody now who's interested, that's on offer. And then for anybody interested in tapping into both 2016 fall and the 2017 year for them, for what's unfolding, for what is the narrative and what's the growth edge? What is it that's pulling you into a new state of being over the course of this time frame in human history? There's a special deal for both of those. Okay, so again, these are videos from me, personalized videos from me for you to help clarify what's going on in your storyline. So if you're interested in that, the link will be somehow here on the video, and the link will always be in the description below this video as well. Okay, so everybody, I'm wishing you a very empowering, self-loving, self-aligning month of September 2016. I'll see you soon. Bye.